And now the National 4 Queensland state title. And just to make things interesting, these guys are going to drive 40 laps. Don't forget, presentation is up there in the presentation area right beside Cush Clothing and the coffee crew, and right in front of the canteen at the completion of tonight's events. 40 laps for this, for the Queensland National 4 of Rodney Manolo, Andrew Pickering. Go, we are racing. Tim Weir wants to be out in the fresh air out the front. Can then govern the way we go. Down the back straight away. Tim Weir, Frank Packer, right in there behind him. Next one is Josh Rigby. Rigby comes back down on the inside. Ready to go racing. Go this time. Fairly congested through that top corner. Elbows out, push and shove. Have a look at Andrew Pickering. He wants to be at the front of this pack. Goes careering down into the hairpin corner. Tim Weir to the better Frank Packer. Josh Rigby, Andrew Pickering, Rodney Manolo, Dennis Shellcross. That's the way they head around Pagel's corner for the second of 40 times. Back behind Manolo. In the 25 car is Ryan Warren. Behind him is Peter Warren. Up the zinc straight away one more time. Back at the front of the field, Tim Weir leads them around the top corner. Down the back straight away, Frank Packer to the better of Josh Rigby. Andrew Pickering's in the mix. Rodney Manolo would be the next one. Then we've got the 7 car there of Dennis Shellcross and car 25, Ryan Warren. Go, we're racing. Ryan Warren would be the next one outside of the witch's hat. Heading to the top corner, and Tim Weir leads them down the back chute from Frank Packer. Josh Rigby would be the next one. Dennis Shellcross having a little look down the inside of Rodney Manolo. Dennis Shellcross behind him will be that of Ryan Warren. A bit of a gap back there to Troy Rogers and Bevan Burden. As down they go, down the back straight away and into the hairpin corner. Tim Weir through the hairpin he goes, and up the zinc straight away one more time. Frank Packer back then to Josh Rigby. Shellcross tried to come charging up underneath, but it didn't work because stuck in there was Robert Smith. You don't have to get out of the way, remember. Up the main straight away as they go underneath the other 52 car of Jason Burns. Frank Packer is still there. So Tim Weir, Frank Packer, down the back straight away. Dion Cook is the next one in their sights as they go through the hairpin corner. Up the zinc straight away goes Tim Weir. Frank Packer goes with him. Packer got plenty of pace in the car as they go round the outside, around Pagel's corner, and go careering down the back chute. Got a couple of cars in front of them now, the 13, and we got a yellow light. That's the front runners to the witch's hat, off and running, and Frank Packer is having a little look on the outside and Josh Rigby on the inside. Around Pagel's corner, bit of a mix-up back in the pack between Dennis Shellcross and the cars following, but he manages to avoid most of it. Under the tower goes Tim Weir, Frank Packer, Josh Rigby, Rodney Manolo would be the next one, yellow. And outside the witch's hat go, we're racing with 30 laps remaining in the Queensland National 4 title. Tim Weir around Pagel's corner he goes, Frank Packer back then to Josh Rigby, Rodney Manolo, Troy Rogers is there, Bevan Burton would be the next one, and in there behind him is Ryan Warren, Matt Bealby, Matt Clayton, the 27 then of Mark Littlehales, and under the tower goes that of Doug Rigby. Down the back straight away, Tim Weir Into the hairpin corner he goes. Through the hairpin and up the zinc straight away. Frank Packer still in two. Josh Rigby, Rodney Manolo. They've dropped off Troy Rogers a little bit, who's also dropped off that of Bevan Burton as Dion Cook brings his car onto the infield and out of harm's way. Tim Weir under the tower. Frank Packer, Josh Rigby, Rodney Manolo is right on his hammer now as they go around to Frank Packer. Packer's got his hands full with young Josh Rigby as they go through the hairpin corner and up the zinc straight away. Frank Packer, Josh Rigby not too far away. Rodney Manolo would be the next one, and then Troy Rogers. Bit of a gap back to Bevan Vernon, who's got his hands full with Ryan Warren. As our race leader puts a lap on Doug Rigby. Is coming up behind car 27, Mark Littlehales and Matt Clayton. Down the back straight away. Around the outside of Littlehales goes our race leader. Stays high on the track and will drive around the outside of Matt Clayton, putting a lap on him. And then we're back with our race leader, who's under the tower. The second and third place cars are very close together as Frank Packer goes around the outside of Robert Smith, gets it a little bit offline around that top corner, and Josh Rigby is right on his hammer into the hairpin corner. Goes Frank Packer, Josh Rigby, Rodney Manolo is still there with still some smoke coming out of the back of the car. Will stick with, who's about to have a lap put on him by Tim Weir. Weir high on the racetrack. Rogers tucks in there with Doug Rigby to allow him to go by. So down the back straight away, Tim Weir. Got a heap of lap cars between him, Frank Packer in two. Under the tower, one in trouble was Josh Rigby. Got it all out of shape going through turn number 1 and 2, allowing Rodney Manolo underneath under the tower. 10 to go. Tim Weir, Frank Packer, Rodney Manolo, Josh Rigby. Back then we go to Troy Rogers. Down the back straight, Tim Weir still leading Frank Packer. Packer's not too far away through the hairpin corner. A lot of smoke out of the Rodney Manolo car. Back we go to Josh versus Frank Packer, Rodney Manolo, Josh Rigby and Troy Rogers. That's the front five around the top corner. Down the back chute for the next to last time. Tim Weir, Frank Packer, Rodney Manolo, Josh Rigby, Troy Rogers. Wide flag out. Tim Weir is one lap from retaining or going back to Queensland title. Around Abel's corner, Tim Weir, Frank Packer, Rodney Manolo has a little look down the inside, and Tim Weir takes it out. Frank Packer, Rodney Manolo, Josh Rigby, Troy Rogers.